Have you ever felt a whisper in the silence, a gentle nudge in the stillness of your heart? That's prayer. It's the language of the soul speaking to its creator, a conversation that transcends words. It's a sacred space where we shed our masks and stand bare before the one who knows us best, where our true selves are revealed. I remember a time when I was lost and afraid, feeling like the world was closing in on me. My heart ached with a burden too heavy to bear, a weight that seemed impossible to lift, and in the quiet of my despair I turned to prayer, seeking comfort and guidance. I didn't have eloquent words, just raw, honest pleas whispered into the darkness, hoping for a sign. And you know what? He heard me. He always hears us, even in our most vulnerable moments. In the stillness, I found solace, a quiet peace that enveloped my soul. In the silence, I found strength, a resilience I didn't know I had. Prayer became my lifeline, my anchor in the storms of life, grounding me when everything else felt uncertain. Prayer is more than just reciting words. It's about connecting with the divine, forming a bond that transcends the physical. It's about baring our souls and surrendering our will to the one who loves us unconditionally, trusting in his plan. It's about finding peace in the midst of chaos and hope in the face of despair, knowing that we are never truly alone. Scripture encourages us to pray continually, 1 Thessalonians 5:17. This doesn't mean we're always on our knees, uttering formal prayers. It's about cultivating an ongoing conversation with God. It's about acknowledging his presence in every aspect of our lives.
Imagine walking hand in hand with a trusted friend, sharing your joys, burdens, and hopes. That's what continual prayer can be like, a constant, loving dialogue with our Creator. This constant communion keeps us grounded, focused, and aware of his presence. It allows us to experience his peace, even amidst life's storms. It transforms our hearts, making us more like him.
Prayer is not a monologue where we simply air our grievances and requests. It is much more profound than that. It's a dialogue, a two-way conversation, where we listen for his voice as much as we speak. In this sacred exchange, we find clarity and peace.
And as we listen, our hearts are transformed. The words we hear shape our thoughts and actions. God reveals his heart to us through prayer. He communicates his desires and plans for our lives. He shows us his love, his mercy, and his faithfulness. These revelations bring us closer to him.
He gently guides us towards his will, aligning our desires with his perfect plan. This guidance is a beacon in our lives. This alignment doesn't diminish our individuality, it refines it, making us the best versions of ourselves. We become more attuned to our true purpose.
Prayer is not about bending God's will to ours, but about aligning our hearts with his. It's a journey of trust and faith. It's about surrendering our desires, dreams, and fears to the one who knows us better than we know ourselves. This surrender brings peace, and in that surrender we discover true freedom and purpose. We find a deeper connection with the divine, and our lives are forever changed.
We've all experienced moments when our prayers were answered in miraculous ways, haven't we? Those times when God's hand was evident, guiding our steps and providing for our needs.
Throughout our journey, we've seen how prayer transforms us, aligns us with God's will, and guides our steps. Embrace the power of prayer in your life, and let it be the guiding light that leads you to true freedom and purpose.